And you tell me, I'm gonna ask you, would your wife be going out with her guy friend at night? Hold on, is she gonna leave the house fully dressed, looking good, saying, baby, I'm about to go have dinner with my guy friend, and y'all are married 5 years in?
How do I say this respectfully? It won't even be a thought.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because it wouldn't even be a thought for me to even say, babe, I'm about to go out with such and such. That's not even a thought for me when I'm dating.
Come on.
To go out and to do that. Because what really blew us up was she said that she was going out with her lady friends for dinner. I call her. She says, I'm out.
You called or you FaceTime?
I called her. I ain't FaceTime her.
Okay.
I called her and I said, I was talking. She said, yeah, we're waiting on our car. Well, I heard like 2 guys right next to her. Some of my car's on the way. Hey, babe, the car be right there. I ain't say nothing because I'm not a confrontational type. But I do have a conversation. So when we get home, she gets home, she calls me and says, hey, I made it home safe. I was like, hey, babe, did you go out with your male friends? She was like, she got quiet. She said, no. I said, oh, okay. And that's all I said.
Okay.
But she thought that I was accusing her of lying. And I literally just said, hey, listen, I was just concerned because one, I hurt men and I didn't know what was going on, but you gave me your answer, so we good. Let's move on. Yeah. But she blew that up and called me narcissist, controlling, I don't trust her. I said, you know what, then that's fine. Since I'm a narcissist, since I'm controlling, and since I don't trust you, let's just end the relationship.
So, and this is a very unpopular opinion, what I'm about to say, and I'm okay with that, and I don't care.
Okay.
Because it's also why the divorce rate is high, and it's also why people can't even get in relationships, let alone sustain relationships, because of what you just said. Now, as soon as you let her know, if okay, let's just say this woman wanted to be with you, and she was open to, you want a family, you want to be married, and she said, I want this too. As soon as you gave her the hint that you thought or felt there was a man, or you thought or felt something was going on, the point is you were seeking some clarity. As soon as she felt that, unpopular opinions coming right now.
Okay.
But it's a fact, and people can run the way they want, but they should run this play, and more relationships will be healthy. At that moment, it was her responsibility, if she's choosing you. Now, if she's not, she ain't gotta do nothing. But if I'm choosing you, it's my responsibility to say, okay, baby needs clarity. I'm feeling it. I'm picking up what he's putting down. So next time I go to dinner, even if before you call me, but just say you called regular, I'm hitting FaceTime. Hey, babe, I'm sitting here waiting for my car, and and I'm having this conversation, and then when I get in my car, I'm gonna say, okay, well, I'm gonna call you when I get to the house, or, hold on, Anthony, stick with me, or I can't talk and drive. I'll put my phone down here while I drive, but I'm not gonna be having it up because I gotta drive. So either I call you at the house or you wanna stick with me while I drive. What are we doing? And then you can either say, baby, go ahead and drive safe, you know what I mean? Because I like to listen to my music in the car. Or, okay, well, screw it, I'll roll with you now. Say I do that a few times and you're seeing, hey, she's really going out of her way to make sure she reassures me.
Oh my God.
Because we're dating means we don't know each other.
Facts.
So you're trying to find out and gain knowledge of me to see if you can, am I trustworthy,
Facts.
right? And who am I, or what are my different patterns? So you learn the patterns and you can code them to trust or code them to mistrust.
Yeah.
Now, after I do it for maybe a month or weeks, I don't know the time frame, I'm just putting a number on there. Not that I would stop, but if that became our norm in our relationship, like my baby always FaceTimes me when she's waiting for her car. Baby, my husband or my man at that time always drives home on the FaceTime with me until I get in the house and I say goodnight. Then maybe that's a norm that we naturally, organically curate that works for us.
Wow.
And we bring that into marriage. So now when I'm on a speaking tour or you're doing your thing, we have this thing that already works for us. Wow. And when that thing stops, if it ever stops working, we come back to the table, y'all like that?
I like
and we have a conversation that says, baby, listen, I don't really think you need to do that FaceTime thing no more, but maybe a text message. Or, I love the FaceTime thing, but let's switch up and now do it where we do this.
What's going on, family? Hey, this show is sponsored by my friends at BetterHelp. This is Anthony ONeal here with a quick question. What are your self-care non-negotiables? You know, those things you never skip, no matter how packed your schedule is. Maybe for you, it's leg day at the gym, or even more crucial, therapy day. When life gets hectic with your projects, kids' activities, and a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to let your own priorities slide. Even when you know what makes us happy, it can be hard to carve out the time. But when you feel like you have no time for yourself, that's when non-negotiables like therapy become more important than ever. If you're thinking about starting therapy, why not give BetterHelp a try? It's all online, making it super convenient and flexible, fitting right into your busy schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire and you'll be matched with a licensed therapist who is right for you. And if you feel like you're not clicking, hey, check this out. You can switch therapists at any time with no extra cost. Therapy isn't just for those who faced major trauma in the past. It's also a great tool for those learning positive coping skills, setting boundaries, and becoming the best version of yourself. Thousands of people have found value in it. Just check out their reviews. So never skip therapy day with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/AO today to get 10% off your first month. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/AO. Take control of your mental health and make time for you. You deserve it.
The reason why I say that is I have and I won't say who they are because they're both A-list celebrities and they've been married for 20-something years.
Yeah.
They have a really happy, successful marriage. If I said their name, people would be like, oh, they do. They're just been married. They're good together. We love them as a couple. They're on your 20-something, kids are grown. They're grandparents. Mm-hmm. Do you know that when I travel with her for work or for pleasure, she still takes a picture of the airport while we're in customs and sends it to her husband? And you know what I do? I freaking honor her. I say, sis, this is what I do. I say, sis, don't forget to take that picture and send it to such and such. Because I'm an advocate for love, healthy love. I'm not in there hating going, you got to send him a picture every time. Baby, she got a husband who cares about her.
26 years.
Hold on. Run that photo, baby. and he loves seeing pictures of her when she's dressed, so we could be getting dressed in our hotel room. Yeah. And I say, sis, do you want me to take video or picture of you to send to such and such? Because, see, I'm not a woman because I'm single in my choosing stage.
Right.
You know, I've been engaged a couple times. I've called off weddings. I'm not a woman who's at a deficit because I'm single.
Yeah.
I'm filled up.
Yeah.
And so I love seeing people who are in the healthy love winning.
Yes.
And I'm going to help you curate that because I want the same when I get mine.
You got it.
And when I get mine and you see, let's just say you for the sake of conversation, Anthony's calling and we on vacation, and we know Anthony don't play about me. Because if I don't answer, he going to say there was a guy helping me get my car.
Did she just swing that back around? This is real.
This is real. This is how I would be thinking.
Yeah.
I'd want my girl or my team or my best friend to say, answer. Hold on, Aunt. She's in the bathroom getting dressed and bring the phone. Because listen,
this is good,
if you and I are in a relationship,
facts,
and our plan is to get married, which is cleaving.
Yeah.
Listen, cleaving is this, babe. We locked in.
Yeah.
I need you solid.
Yeah.
And you need me solid.
Yes.
And we're human.
Yes.
And you can call it insecure if you want.
I was just about to go there.
But I call it mature. It's emotional intelligence to understand that I'm marrying a man, not a robot. And if my man has certain things that he wants to be reassured about, doesn't make him insecure, it makes him vulnerable. And if we want a vulnerable man, we have to cater, facilitate, and love and nurture the vulnerability, not emasculate, put down, and make him feel like he's wrong in those moments. Because let me tell you, I may not do it at your caliber because I'm not really a woman who will like call all the time or really ask too many questions. Because I don't like honesty. I like transparency. Let me explain the difference. Honesty is I ask you, hey, babe, who were you at dinner with?
Yeah.
And you tell me the truth. That means you're being honest.
Yeah.
Transparency is, hey, baby, I got dinner at 7 with James, Nathan, and his assistant, Sarah's going to be there.
And that's,
And that's transparency. So now, guess what? You were forthcoming.
Yep.
You told me what it was.
Yep.
And so now I trust it. Now, I'm not calling unless I really want to text to say I love you. I would do something like that, or I miss you, or I hope dinner's going good. But now you've set it out. I know what's going on. And then you add, and baby, I would love for you to come if you want to.
Facts.
And if you can't, I'm going to miss you, but I understand. And let me go a little further. My first fiance told me, and this is the best, I love this. He said, we're dating at the beginning, and he would ask me to go everywhere, keep asking me and asking me. And then one time he was going somewhere and he started getting dressed, and he's like, "Why aren't you getting dressed?" And I said, "Well, babe, you didn't invite me, and I'm okay with that, so have fun." And he said, let me explain something to you, let me clear something up. Whenever I'm invited, you invited. So moving forward, please don't ever ask me, "Can you go?" Which I've never asked, "Can I go?" But I was respecting him to go have fun and do his thing. And if I'm getting dressed, then you rolling. Unless you tell me we ain't going, then we rolling. And for me, like for you, what you did for reassurance, that was a love language. Where I'm like, I'm just welcomed everywhere.
Yeah.
And I like that type of man. Don't box me.
Facts.
Wherever I want to go, I want to be able to go.
Wow.
Or you're not conducive for me. Now, I may not go everywhere, but I want to know that I'm welcomed and wanted. There's some men that will have their wife go everywhere because she wants to go, but that's not really what he wants. That's not the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The man I'm talking about is, baby, I want you everywhere.
Yeah.
And if you can't go, we're mature enough to know that's okay as well.
Facts.
But you're welcome.
Yeah.
Because there's transparency here.
Yeah.
I'm myself with you or without you. You're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah. You're absolutely right. What you just said is completely opposite of what the majority of ladies will say. They will blame that man, and they will say he's an insecure little boy.
And men blame women and say she's insecure, she's immature because she wants access, she wants whereabouts, she wants transparency. No, we're talking about marriage here, baby. We're not talking about boyfriend and girlfriend.
Facts.
Age appropriate. We're not talking about we 16 and 17 living with our parents and, we just don't worry about much because we don't have insight or wisdom. We're talking about people who have lived something called life.
Yes, ma'am.
And life gives you experience gives you wisdom.
Yeah.
And God says turn the cheek, but he also says don't be a fool.
Right.
Which means that as two grown adults, I have every right to want to know and have clarity for my spirit and my heart.
Yes, ma'am.
And to me, it's an act of self-love when my spirit starts to turn in my little belly and it says, you should FaceTime or call Anthony right now. You should FaceTime or call, your man right now because something ain't right. And I go against that because I don't want you to think I'm insecure, but my source who's connected to my well-being because God is closer than our breath. So that means that's God telling me, baby,
you need that. Yep.
I think there's a message that I need you to see.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna eclipse myself because I'm a living dogma about what you think of me. No, I'm calling. Hey, baby.